even if you start now and let's say you clear it in your first attempt, the earliest that first attempt gives you a result is April of 2028. जल्दी का काम शैतान का, पेरेंट्स ने हमें बोला था, and that same thing applies over here. You have to have patience. You have to be willing to give the things time, which we are constantly stressed about. ये सब अगर आप देखते हो, करते हो, अगर ये चीजें आप करने के लिए तैयार हो ना, तो good news is that it is possible to clear civil services exam, and with just self study. One of the most common questions that I get is 1 year enough to clear UPSC? And the idea is over here, if somebody is getting into the civil services exam preparation journey, एक साल seems like a big enough time that you want to commit कि okay, I'll start preparing and like I'll put in 1 year and this, and then I want to give a shot. So that's the first thing that you need to understand, that when we talk about even one attempt, it is not 1 year, it is at least 2 years. How? You start right now in the month of June 26, राइट आपने तैयारी करी पूरे साल, दिसंबर तक आके आपने बेसिक्स कर लिए, ऑप्शनल कर लिया, राइट मई ऑफ 27 you give prelims. This is the start of the journey. August of 27 you give mains. Jan of 28 you give the interview. Final result comes in April of 28. So even if you start now and let's say you clear it in your first attempt, the earliest that first attempt gives you a result is April of 2028. That's what you have to keep in mind. And idea क्या है यहाँ पे कि भाई ये 2 साल में भी it is not going to be easy. It is going to require a lot of time, माने patience. Because this is another one of those very frequent questions that I get कि how much time should I give to a particular subject? Why are we so constrained about कि नहीं इसको इतना ही टाइम देना, ऐसा देना, क्यों देना? क्यों? क्योंकि हम जल्दी में हैं. जल्दी का काम शैतान का, पेरेंट्स ने हमें बोला था, and that same thing applies over here. You have to have patience. You have to be willing to give the things time, which we are constantly stressed about. दूसरा, patience के साथ साथ hard and smart work हमें करना है. Hard work क्या है? That I have to show up for 8 hours, 10 hours a day. You have to treat this preparation like a full-time job. If you were doing a full-time job, you would be at your desk, right? Every day. Regardless of आज कि भाई धूप अच्छी आ रही है, हवा अच्छी चल रही है, doesn't matter. बहुत बार क्या होता है when people are preparing by themselves, तो they take 100 different excuses for why I आज पढ़ने का मूड नहीं है. That cannot be the case. There has to be hard work. And what does smart work mean? Smart work is a function of the right direction. राइट डायरेक्शन का क्या मतलब है कि मैं बिना बात के घिसाई नहीं कर रहा हूं, मैं गधा मजदूरी नहीं कर रहा हूं, मेहनत मैं कर रहा हूं. इट इज नॉट लाइक आई एम नॉट पुटिंग इन द आवर्स, बट आई एम ऑल्सो डूइंग द थिंग्स इन द राइट डायरेक्शन. लाइक आई एम लुकिंग एट प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस, आई एम स्टिकिंग टू द सिलेबस. देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स दैट यू कैन रीड which are marginally relevant for civil services preparation, जो कि लगता है कि भाई अच्छा लग रहा है कि भाई आई एम रीडिंग जो हमारे एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर हैं उनकी किताबें हैं, द इंडिया वे एंड the other is called Why Bharat Matters, right? I have both of those books, but people feel कि अच्छा मैं ये किताब पढ़ रहा हूं तो मैं यूपीएससी की तैयारी कर रहा हूं. नहीं, आप किताब पढ़ रहे हो, आप फील्ड में काम कर रहे हो, तो वो चीजें नहीं करनी है. You want to work hard, you want to work in the right direction. At the same time, you have to have grit. Now this one quality, if you have ये 2 साल में, this is the biggest determinant of your success in civil services exam. What does grit mean? Grit means that I don't stop when I face setbacks. Grit means कि भाई जब चीजें हार्ड हो जाती हैं, जब बिल्कुल मन नहीं करता पढ़ने का, even then I show up and do what is required. And that's what you have to keep in mind. ये सब अगर आप देखते हो, करते हो, अगर ये चीजें आप करने के लिए तैयार हो ना, तो good news is that it is possible to clear civil services exam, and with just self study. You don't need coaching, you don't need anything कि भाई मतलब कुछ खरीदने की जरूरत पड़ेगी. अपने आप से आप तैयारी कर सकते हो, आप इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हो. बट द प्रॉब्लम कम्स विद डायरेक्शन. क्यों? क्योंकि जब हम खुद से तैयारी कर रहे होते हैं तो फिर बहुत बार क्या होता है, ओके दिस वाज द पाथ दैट आई वांटेड टू टेक, बट अब रास्ते में क्या हुआ, मैंने एक टॉपर वीडियो देख लिया तो अब फिर हम इस डायरेक्शन में चले गए हैं. फिर एक और कोई दोस्त मिल गया रास्ते में, उसने बोला कि नहीं नहीं ऐसे करना था, एक और डायरेक्शन चेंज हो गया. जब बार बार हम डायरेक्शन चेंज करते हैं, सो दैट अगेन 2 year जर्नी कैन टेक लॉन्गर, फॉर द सिंपल रीजन कि भाई मैं भटक के कहीं और से घूम के आ रहा हूं. And that's what you have to keep in mind. It is possible, but sometimes you need the right direction. Now, also keep in mind कि right direction if you get it. Like for example, civil services exams related जो general strategy हम बात करते हैं, on this channel you will find plenty of videos where we are talking about कि भाई अगर आपको civil services zero से शुरू करना है तो कैसे you approach it, syllabus समझना है तो कैसे काम करना है. Just because you have the right direction doesn't necessarily mean कि भाई अभी के अभी मैं successful हो जाऊंगा. What it does, it increases your probability of success. कि भाई अगर मैं मेहनत भी कर रहा हूं, मैं डायरेक्शन में भी सही चल रहा हूं, आई हैव द अप्रोप्रिएट अमाउंट ऑफ ग्रिट, आई हैव पेशेंस, I have increased my probability of success a lot. Because in the end, you have to keep in mind, this is a competitive exam and कुछ luck का factor हमेशा इसमें आता है. Right? To give you an example, I'll talk about two people. Akansha Singh, who was one of our students, and Siddharth Dangi, also one of our students. Now, both of these people were working really hard. सिद्धार्थ डांगी की अगर बात करें तो he gave all 6 attempts. 6 की 6 बार इन्होंने मेंस दिया, मल्टीपल बार इन्होंने इंटरव्यू दिया. On his 6th attempt, he finally became an IPS officer. 6th attempt. So he is a person who, like, absolute personification of grit. सही दिशा में भी काम कर रहे थे, बट कुछ ना कुछ कहीं ना कहीं कभी कभार अटक जा रहा था. तो probability of success, he was almost there, but कुछ चीजें अटक जाती थी. तो did he stop? No. He kept improving. He kept improving in ways which made it possible कि भाई हाँ अगली बार और कम गलती होगी, अगली बार probability of success और बढ़ेगी. Similarly, आकांक्षा सिंह की अगर बात करें, somebody who did not clear the first 4 prelims. 4 prelims she did not clear. Did she stop? No. She decided कि भाई नहीं, मेरे को अपना plan B solid करना है. Difference being over here कि भाई she realized after 4 failed prelims कि no, a plan B has to be something very very solid that you have to have. He realized after clearing prelims every time कि भैया आंसर राइटिंग इज द सॉल्यूशन. डिटेल में जाओ, डेप्थ में जाओ, जितनी मेहनत कर सकते हो करके दिखाओ. Both of them had to figure out their own direction in order to increase their probabilities of success. The first time that she cleared prelims, she secured AR 44. And that's the idea. She is one of the only students, I keep talking about her, only students who gave all tests in our test series. मतलब लोग टेस्ट सीरीज ले लेते हैं, देते नहीं है सारे टेस्ट, तो फिर क्या है, डायरेक्शन कैसे मिलेगी, प्रोबेबिलिटी कैसे आप इंक्रीज करोगे अपनी जब आप मेहनत करने के लिए ही तैयार नहीं हो. दैट्स व्हाट यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड कि बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, राइट डायरेक्शन लगता है कि ओके आई कैन फिगर आउट, एंड यस यू कैन. इट्स नॉट कि भाई मतलब इट्स रॉकेट साइंस, यू विल नेवर बी एबल टू फिगर आउट द राइट डायरेक्शन. यू कैन फिगर इट आउट, बट प्रॉब्लम इज दैट समटाइम्स इट माइट टेक मी मोर टाइम कि भाई ठीक है, मैं यहां से आया, मैं यहां चला गया, ओके यहां से वापस घूम के गया, यहां चला गया, यहां से वापस घूम के फिर मैं जाऊंगा, ओके आई विल फाइंड अ वे. इट इज नॉट लाइक कि आई एम नॉट नेवर गोइंग टू फाइंड अ वे, बट if you have something that can help you, something that makes the path easier, the process is sped up. This is where I want to talk about UPSC Essential. UPSC Essential is the ecosystem that you require in order to give your best attempt at Civil Services Exam. Now, this is something that not just keeps you on track, but it is also aimed at helping you stay motivated, stay in the right direction, and keep working hard. अब ये चीजें कैसे होती हैं इसके बारे में बात करते हैं. सबसे पहली चीज कि भाई एंकर्स हम यहां पे इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं. एंकर्स हमारे क्या हैं? दीज आर थिंग्स जो पीरियोडिकली, जो सिस्टेमिकली आपको रास्ते पे रखेंगी. एंकर क्या है? ये मुझे गलत दिशा में जाने से रोक रहा है पहले ही, एंड दैट्स द आइडिया. थोड़ा बहुत डिटूर अभी भी होगा, बट नॉट एज मच एज यू वुड हैव डन बाय योरसेल्फ. That's the idea of the anchors, and anchors के बारे में अभी बात करेंगे. Now, before we go any further, Abhishek Chauhan secured AR 102 in Civil Services Exam 2025, अभी recent जो हुआ था, and he is somebody who was a student of UPSC Essential. He started his UPSC journey with UPSC Essential course in 2023, and 2023 में I think जून जुलाई में इन्होंने कोर्स लिया था. तो कायदे से अगर देखा जाए, सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द थिंग्स अबाउट दिस यूपीएससी एसेंशियल कोर्स कि इट हैज 3 years ऑफ एक्सेस टू नॉट जस्ट क्लासेस बट मेंटरशिप आल्सो. तो इफ अभिषेक वांटेड टू गिव दिस ईयर का अटेम्प्ट आल्सो, He does not have to buy anything else. He does not need to get a new course. The same course from July 2023, he still has access to mentorship from that course itself. एंड दैट्स द आइडिया. बहुत सारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स में क्या रहेगा ना आपको कि दिल से कि नहीं नहीं ये तो हमारे मेंस के स्टूडेंट थे जिनकी रैंक आ गई क्या आ गई. ही इज समबडी फ्रॉम दिस फाउंडेशन कोर्स हु मेड इट थ्रू, which is just to say कि भाई the thing that we are trying to do over here, it works. The path that we are trying to show you is well traveled, not just by us, your educators and mentors, but the people who are traveling on it are also capable of clearing it. Now, with that, let's meet your educators and mentors who will be showing you the path. यहाँ पे I'll be there. I teach geography. I've cleared Civil Services exam 2 times. Shashank sir, who's the mains expert, cleared Civil Services exam. Ketan sir, the Indian economy faculty, also cleared Civil Services exam. Krishna sir, multiple mains, is pursuing PhD in IIT Bombay. He is your strategist कि भाई किस तरीके से आपको अपने स्टडी पैटर्न्स को ऑप्टिमाइज करना है, प्रोडक्टिविटी को मैक्सिमाइज करना है. नीलम मैम टीचर्स पॉलिटी. She has been a faculty in Delhi University and now is teaching full time with us. Rohan sir, ancient medieval expert. Neetu ma'am, your environment faculty. Ishan sir, मतलब ये सब लोग जो हैं multiple mains, multiple UPSC interviews these have given. And मतलब देखो सिर्फ मेंस और इंटरव्यू देने से कुछ नहीं होता है. They also need to be able to communicate their knowledge to you. And with this team, you will find that all of them are capable of getting the point across. Because you can have the best, greatest, most qualified teacher who does not know how to communicate. So then he's not the best teacher. The best teacher is the person who can get the idea across. And this is the team that we have assembled, which is the right mix of not just the credentials, multiple rankers we have here who are going to help you through. And not just that, we have experts who are going to make you understand each and every concept in each and every subject. यहाँ पे अब है हमारे निमिष सर. निमिष सर is ex-assistant commandant CISF, somebody who cleared Punjab PCS twice. And then we have Trisha ma'am and Indu ma'am. Trisha ma'am आपकी जो है English expert हैं. She teaches CSAT का comprehension. Indu ma'am is your mains analytics expert, telling you how to think about particular questions and answers. Anil sir is your math faculty. Ishan sir teaches science and tech. So all of these people have vast experience and they will be making you understand each and every concept in granular detail. नहीं समझ आता, बार बार समझाएंगे. फिर भी नहीं समझ आता, मेंटर कॉल पे आपको मौका मिलेगा कि आप अपने डाउट्स पूछ पाओ. We are here to ensure that each and everything along the way is made easier for you. But that does not mean कि आपको मेहनत नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. आपकी मेहनत का कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं है. There is no substitute for your hard work, for your patience and grit. But this team is going to make it easier for you. Now, what are these anchors that I was talking about? Now, सबसे पहला एंकर हमारा है the right pedagogy. Right pedagogy में हम क्या करना चाहते हैं? We want to teach you how to fish. बहुत बार क्या होता है, बहुत से इंस्टीट्यूट्स what they'll do is they'll give you कि भाई अच्छा ये नोट्स ले लो, ये माइक्रो नोट्स ले लो और ये ले लो, सब ले लो. And what they're doing is they're giving you fish. We focus on teaching you how to fish. We focus on teaching you how to think about problems, how to resolve problems when you face them yourself. क्योंकि देखो, it's an evolving exam, it's a competitive exam. No matter what we teach, what we do, things will change. Prelims का पैटर्न 2026 में कुछ नया आया है, 27 में कुछ और नया आएगा. Can I predict that? No, I cannot. If I say that I can, I am lying. The person who is telling you कि भैया नहीं ऐसा मैं predict कर सकता हूँ is misleading you. As simple as that. This is where you have to understand, if you know how to think about these problems, you will be able to think for yourself. अब उस thinking में कुछ दिक्कत आती है, कुछ issue आता है, we are here to help you out even with that. That is the idea of the right pedagogy. अब इसमें एक और चीज आती है, phases. When you are starting any new subject, and you will be starting a lot of new subjects in Civil Services exam, no matter what your background is, particularly let's say if you're from an engineering background, तो सारे humanities के subjects आपके लिए नए रहेंगे. If you're from a humanities background, there will still be some new subjects for you over here. And whenever I'm taking up a new subject, I don't jump into the deep end. तो बहुत से लोग क्या करते हैं कि भाई इंटीग्रेटेड तैयारी करवाते हैं, प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस की सबकी साथ में करवा देंगे. It does not make sense. Why does it not make sense? Because if I don't know the basics, कि अगर मुझे ये ही नहीं पता कि भाई पार्लियामेंट के पार्ट्स क्या क्या हैं, लोकसभा, राज्यसभा, and the president of India is also part of the parliament. If you did not know that, so then if I then go and ask you, okay, how can the functioning of the parliament be made effective? It is not going to make sense. I need to start with the basics, then take it to more advanced skills, then practice it all, review it all, and that's what the idea of phases is over here. तो इन phases के बारे में भी बात कर लेते हैं. The first phase, we will be covering basics of all GS का subjects. This will take about 3 to 4 months, and in 3 to 4 months में सारे जो आपके GS के subjects हैं, history, ancient medieval, art and culture, polity, economy, geography, environment, science and tech, all of these subjects will be covered at a basic level in these 3 to 4 months. उसके बाद आएगा आपका advanced phase. This will be again 3 to 4 months. What will happen is that we will strengthen some of the things that we have learned over here. We will learn some more new things over here, क्योंकि अब मेंस के कुछ स्पेसिफिक सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल एथिक्स, जो कि हमारे प्रीलिम्स में नहीं होते, तो उन सब्जेक्ट्स के बारे में भी हम यहाँ पे थोड़ा ध्यान करेंगे. एंड एट द सेम टाइम वील स्टार्ट आंसर राइटिंग. इन सिविल सर्विसेज एग्जाम का जर्नी, इफ यू वांट टू गिव अ सीरियस अटेम्प्ट, you should have done some amount of answer writing, and ideally a lot of answer writing before you even give prelims. This is where we'll be doing a lot of answer writing. Then prelims focus phase. यहाँ पे क्या है? 4 months from January to April. तो ये जो मेंस के सब्जेक्ट्स छोड़ के जीएस के जितने भी सब्जेक्ट आप एक दो बार कर चुके हो ऑलरेडी, उन सबको और रिव्यू करेंगे. At the same time, you will get access to the Prelims SIP course, which is a test series based course where you'll be forced कि okay, whatever I have learned today, I want to apply it in a test now. Prelims focus. Why? Because prelims does require a focused preparation phase of 4 to 5 months. Once that is done, we will deep dive again into these main subjects, into these GS subjects. तो by design क्या चल रहा है? You are never 3 to 4 months से ज्यादा away from any given subject. बहुत बार क्या होता है इन जो आपके बड़े इंस्टीट्यूट्स रहते हैं, उनमें क्या होता है कि 6 महीने की एक सब्जेक्ट की क्लासेस चल रही होती हैं. एंड दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम, बिकॉज व्हाट आई हैव डन 6 months ago in any subject, I will have forgotten by the time I'm coming to the next subject. It does not make sense. It is only by repetition and layering of each subject that I will be able to recall it much more. And if I can recall it much more, I will be able to use it in the exam much more. Mains revision and then interview focus. All of these things are built into this one course, step by step, multiple times. By design, you will cover each and every subject that is required for general studies. That is what will happen in this course. Now, this is something, some feedback that we have gotten from various students on Telegram, on emails, and I wanted to share with you. अभी Essential 2026 का feedback है for Ketan sir. Thank you for making economy easier, right? And this is also never liked history in my life. So this is for Nimish sir, this is for Ketan sir. Idea क्या है? All of our faculties will make it their life's purpose to make sure that you understand the concepts. Basic से काम शुरू होगा यहाँ पे, and from there we'll go to advanced. From absolute zero we'll start, and from there we'll go to the level where you can write competent answers for mains. Now, not just this, the second part of it is a structured roadmap. एक basic phases के बारे में तो हमने बात कर ली कि there has to be layering. I want to keep doing the same subject again and again and again. Why? Because only then will I remember so much information at the time of the exam. But at the same time, it cannot be just कि भी 3 महीने में ये सब कर दो. It has to be organized. It has to be structured. And that we are going to help you do. You'll get a structured roadmap, which means that each and every day, what are you going to do for the next 1 year in this course has been planned out beforehand. This is something that we ensure कि भाई आपको जो course का schedule दिया जाएगा, all of the classes, everything that needs to be covered in this course will happen on the date that it is mentioned in the schedule of the course. The schedule you can find on courses.upscprep.com, and the idea of this is simple. From NCRT to advanced level, subject by subject, month by month, whatever is required to be done will be done on time. But your job is to follow along. You cannot be then like कि भाई एक महीना I've taken a holiday and then I'm going to come back and कुछ हो जाएगा. नहीं होगा. You have to show up. You have to be there along with what is being done. The educators are going to show up for their live classes on time every time. We rarely reschedule classes. We rarely cancel classes. It is a rare occurrence. Of the hundreds, thousands of classes that we have conducted over the last couple of years, less than 1% have been cancelled or rescheduled. This is not something that you will find in most other institutes. Now, apart from this, also some more feedback. Moment to thank you for the CSAT classes. And this is one of our students cleared the assistant professor exams conducted by NPSC. And that's the idea, that it is not just कि भाई civil services में you'll find it useful. The mindset that will impart with this course, with extended exposure to people in this, institute, you will find that your ability to think and reason and figure things out for yourself is increasing over time. Your ability to think critically is what we will be aiming to develop. Because if you can do this, eventually you don't need a teacher. You can exceed a teacher. But only if you learn to think critically, and we'll be doing our level best to teach you how to do that. Now, more feedback from some of our YouTube videos. The idea is that anything that you require for civil services exam, when I made this claim early on in this video that you don't need, when I made this claim, it is not lightly that I made this claim. You can do it, and we have shared everything that you require in order to clear civil services exam with self-study on this channel itself. You will find plenty of good videos. You'll find plenty of deep dives, 4-hour, 12-hour videos जो current affairs cover कर रही हैं, ancient medieval cover कर रहे हैं, polity का master classes, all of these things, essay writing के courses that I have taken myself, all of these you will find on this channel itself. That's the idea. कि we keep sharing these things because we believe कि ये जो basic चीजें होती हैं, these should be available to everyone for free. And these are the feedbacks that we get on our YouTube channel. So what is the point? कि भाई अगर काम करना है, you can already do it. It's not like you cannot. We are going to help you there also, even without you joining a course or anything of that sort. But the course is something that is going to make it a lot more structured and personalized, which is anchor number 3, that one-to-one guidance. With a video, obviously, I can tell you that these are the things that need to be done. But then with one-to-one mentorship, you can meet your mentor, who will be all the faculties and mentors that we had a look at. All of those people will be the same ones who will be there with you, guiding you and helping you along the way, looking at your progress and telling you कि okay, this is something that needs to improve, this is something that needs to change. ये अब mentors बस ऐसे नहीं है कि they'll be just like हाँ, come on, you can do it. No, they'll be strict with you. They'll tell you when you're doing it wrong. And that's the idea. We expect that you are showing up with the intent to clear this exam. Because if you are not, then it's not fun for anyone. तो मेहनत करने के लिए अगर आप तैयार हो, if you're ready to do the hard work, this course is all that you need. This is on-demand one-to-one mentorship. This is not many-to-one कि 50 लोग कमरे में नहीं बैठे होंगे. Your problems will be discussed only with you one-to-one. That's the idea. And this is not like most other institutes. What they'll do is कि okay, prime membership हो जाएगी, plus membership हो जाएगी, उसमें क्या हो जाएगा कि 5,000 और दे दो, 10,000 और दे दो, give us some more money. No. We have a fixed price. That is it. We'll talk about that in a bit. And there is no plus minus कि अच्छा इतना और दे दो, ऐसा नहीं, ये नहीं है. We are here to teach. We are here to make your journey easy. And that's what it is. One-to-one mentorship to help you succeed. Not कि भाई if you give me 10,000 more, then only you will get this. This is part and parcel of the same course. In this course, you also get access to 3 years of personalized mentorship. Why 3 years? It's the same thing. You are starting in the month of June 26. We saw कि भाई हम prelims देंगे या December तक हमने mains किया. May of 27 में I'm giving my prelims. Then August 27 में I'm giving mains. April of 28 is when I'm getting the result. Even then, sometimes what happens is कि okay, I've cleared the exam in my first attempt, but I did not get maybe a double-digit rank or the service that I want to. I want to give one more attempt for rank improvement. By this point, Prelims is in May. Am I going to think too much about it? No, I'm going to probably jump into the preparation again. And this is where the idea of May 28, जिसका result आएगा अगले साल April of 29. Even till the end of your second attempt, you will have access to mentorship from just this course. That is the idea. This is the example that I gave you of Abhishek Chauhan early on, that when he joined Essential, till after he had cleared in his second attempt, if he wanted to give a third attempt also, he still had access to mentorship from the same course. Nothing new, nothing separate he had to buy. We don't believe in कि नहीं अगर बात करनी है तो 5,000 रुपया और दो. No, we don't believe in that. We believe in teaching. We believe in quality, and that is what we are going to be focused on. And that is what the idea is of this course. Now, the course ka schedule, everything that you require, that you need to know, ki when are we doing which subject, which date we are doing what, all of that is mapped out in detail. And like I said, we rarely cancel or reschedule classes. There might be some extra classes, but the scheduled classes will happen on time every time. That is my promise to you. Now, the course ka schedule you can find on courses.upscprep.com. And some more. The only thing is that I am unable to perform any act of favoritism, as each mentor is good in their own way. This is the feedback for our mentors. Rohan sir, who's your ancient medieval ka faculty, also getting some, direct feedback on Telegram. That's the idea. Ki our mentors are approachable. We will be there with you every time, hoping and helping and, guiding you along the way. Iske alawa, we will also be holding strategy sessions. Now, what are these strategy sessions? Ki bahut baar there is some doubt about ki, okay, what is the best way to study? Okay, what is the best way to revise? Okay, I want to do active recall. I want to do this kind of revision. All of these things, the best practices in each and every sphere, how to make notes, how to review properly. All of these things we will be conducting as separate strategy sessions within this course itself. The idea is pretty simple. When I was preparing for Civil Services Exam, I had to go and find all of these things separately. Ki bhai, acha, ye kahin aur se I will go and learn and then I'll figure out and this, that. So we created this course with the idea that everything that you require in order to give your best attempt at Civil Services Exam, whether they be revision strategies, whether they be how to manage time, answer writing and note making, or how to analyze tests, all of these things will be taught to you right in the course itself. Now, which brings us to the final anchor. Padhai ho gayi, you've done a lot of study, you've done a lot of reading and revision, but without testing your knowledge, it is not enough. You have to constantly test your knowledge. And once you test your knowledge, like we discussed in the previous anchor, that you need to book a mentor call. A lot of the times, people are giving tests, but they are not reviewing their tests. And that leads to a problem. That I'm putting in the effort, फिर वो वही बात हो जाती है गधा मजदूरी वाली, that I am putting in a lot of effort but it is not leading to results. That is where mentorship along with testing is such a potent combination, because once you have given a test, you want to book a mentor call and discuss that test with your mentor as to how you can improve on that. And that's the idea. Test series is fully included with this course. You will get a prelims and a mains test series, 45 tests in the prelims test series, 21 in the mains test series. You will get section tests plus full length tests. Everything that you require is in this one single course. Nothing you'll have to buy separately, nothing you need. Mentorship for 3 years, access to classes for 3 years, current affairs 3 years, everything that you require. So that's what we aim to build with this course. The complete ecosystem that you require. You'll get comprehensive live lectures, mentorship by past rankers, a full test series, and all of them feed into each other. Because what happens is कि बहुत बार क्या होता है, people will take lectures from one place, test series from some other place, mentorship from some other place. So the mentor is saying कि नहीं, the class is bad. The class is obviously not concerned about how you're scoring in tests because that's from a separate institute. So it doesn't work that way. It has to be synchronized. अब यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि test, obviously we'll be testing you beyond just what is taught in class also, in order to ensure that you stay on your toes. But if you miss those questions, so then you also have, mentorship by those same faculties and past rankers to help you improve, so that you can make the most of this, so that you can improve over here. That is the complete ecosystem that we are going to build in this course for you. That's UPSC Essential. What is the idea? Give access to class recordings till June of 29, one-to-one mentorship till June of 29, live current affairs till June of 29. Mains ka test series is the only thing that you will have access to till mains of 2027. Even this is 15 months of access. So you have 15 months to write 21 tests, and I do hope that you write all of them and make everybody that proud, because that's what I said with Akansha Singh ka example. If you remember, she was one of the only students that had given all the tests in the test series. Maybe that is the only difference that comes to it. Ki grit, that willingness ki bhai nahi, I will write all the tests, I will take all the learning, I will improve every step of the way. If you can do it, you will find that the results come by themselves. Now, with medium, this course is going to be primarily in English. Why is this course in English and why not in English or Hindi or any other language? The idea is pretty simple. The idea is jis bhi language mein, whatever language you're giving the exam in, you need to prepare in the same language. Because if we look at current year ka prelims, so this is another one of those things that when prelims gets so dicey and unpredictable, having that edge in the way that I learned, having a command over the language, the ability to comprehend things easily makes my life easier. So if you have learned in that language in which you're going to give the paper, you will have that slight advantage when it matters the most. Beyond this, you will have 3 years access to live current affairs classes. Meaning once your core classes are over, once history, polity, geography, everything is done, right? So that access you will have of the recordings. But current affairs is something that keeps on updating. So you will have access to weekly current affairs classes. Every Monday these classes are happening and you will have access to them for the next 3 years. These are classes that are relevant for prelims as well as mains. Rohan sir is somebody who has vast experience with multiple stages of this exam. He has cleared the forest service cutoff 4 times back to back. And that's the experience that he brings to these classes. What exactly do you need to focus on? After this, there is also the core magazine. The core magazine from UPSCprep.com is our effort to make current affairs simple. This is our effort to make sure that you don't have to, spend too much time doing everything from everywhere. We keep it concise, we keep it objective, relevant, and exam focused. That is the idea of this magazine. And we keep bringing out editions of this magazine every month, and we will continue to do so free of cost. So this is also something that I would want you to take advantage of. Again, some feedback for our magazine. The summaries of Hindu along with the PPTs you create, reference and sources, and the way you connect different topics have been extremely beneficial. I was extremely worried about current affairs. Took your current affairs lectures but was skeptical that whether these 2-3 hours lectures could be matched with monthly magazines, right? And then hua kya? I started giving mocks which include UPSC Prep, Vision, Only IS, Drishti, and sir, it was beyond my expectations that both current and static questions were covered in your PDFs. So that's the idea. We are ensuring that you get the best material, the best guidance, the best mentorship, everything at the same place to create the right ecosystem for you. Not just that, we will be focusing a lot on previous year questions. Previous year questions are a genuine and original source of information about the exam, and that is why prelims ka previous year questions, mains ka previous year questions will be integrated into your lectures itself. For example, I teach geography. So when I'm teaching geography, I will be showing you, okay, we've just done this concept. Let's look at the questions that have been asked related to this. Once we get to the advanced phase of geography, I'll be showing you, okay, we have done this concept. Let's try and write this answer. They will be integrated into your class because keep in mind, you are not studying to do a PhD. You are studying to clear an exam. And that is something that we must always remember while you're in this course, while you're in any course. Now, this is what you get in UPSC Essential. You get 3 years of one-to-one mentorship. You get a test series, including prelims and mains. Daily PYQs will be practiced in class. You will also be getting daily practice questions. Every day, whatever it is covered in class, on the basis of that, we'll be giving you questions for practice so that you also are able to grasp, okay, did I understand everything or not? The phase-wise approach, along with 3 years of live current affairs, will help you grasp things and continue to improve yourself over time. Live coverage of classes, study material and workbooks, all of these things will also be given to you. Live answer writing sessions, access to recordings, and the critical thinking that we hope to imbibe in you by the end of this course. So this is UPSC Essential. It is the tree trunk on which everything else lives. If you are here with us, we will ensure that this tree trunk is strong, so that each and everything that you do from there on is also strong and gets stronger over time. Now, the course is starting on the 18th of June. So right now, what we have is a pre-launch discount that is going on. And for that, the price for Civil Services Exam 2027 candidates is not this. The price for Civil Services 2027 candidates, once you use the discount code, is this. You can enroll by visiting courses.upscprep.com, and this is obviously a time bound discount, so you can check exact date कि भाई कब तक ये discount valid है and applicable है, ताकि बाद में ऐसा ना हो कि भाई okay, I missed the discount, this happened. So please do go and check courses.upscprep.com. This is a time bound discount. For Civil Services 2028, the price is again not this. The price after using the discount code is this. Think of it in terms of 3 years. 8,000 rupees a year is what the price of this course is. You are getting access to 3 years of mentorship, 3 years of classes, 3 years of live current affairs, test series, everything at 8,000 rupees a year. So to enroll, you can visit courses.upscprep.com. And if you have any doubts, questions or queries, please write to us, WhatsApp us on this number, or contact@upscprep.com, or any of our social handles. You can reach out to us. You can even leave a comment on this video and we'll reply to you. So that's it for this video. All the best on your UPSC journey.